I've got a buddy of mine that hunted in Oklahoma, a kid that worked for us for a long time, real nice guy, Brian Hall. And Brian ran his own operation in Oklahoma for a while. And he had, some days I'd talk to him and he'd be set for 2 or 3 days in a row. And then some days that poor sucker would get hunt in the morning and then be scouting until dark that night. And some nights it'd be 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock before he'd get an okay to get on somewhere that he was going to be able to hunt the next morning. I mean, it was just a battle. And that's
a lot of that, especially with a lot of the guys, that have a bunch of money around here. They've got everything leased up and they're all set to go for, as long as they want pretty much. And then there's us little guys who are like, shit, what are we going to do tomorrow? Mm-hmm. You got to make something happen.
Yeah, it's a tough deal. I told him one time, I said, and my advice to any outfitter is you've got to have a go-to place. You have to have a place that no matter what the weather is, no matter what the situation is, that's got pavement on one side of it that you can get to. You may not shoot a limit out of it, but you can put people on a hunt, kill a few birds, and have a lot of traffic around you. And we're fortunate here. We have a couple of places like that. No matter what the situation is, we can go somewhere and put people around birds. And that's what I told him. I said, man, you got to find you a go-to place. If it's right off a roost somewhere and it's just a field next to a roost, at least you're in the ball game every day. If it's foggy, whatever it is. And all the guys I know that run one-man operations, I'm the same way. I'm like, gosh, now you can run a one-man duck operation because you can duck hunt one morning and get done hunting and go look at your duck ponds, and those ducks are still going to be in those ponds. But when you're goose hunting, if you hunt till 10:30, 11 o'clock, fuck, you don't know what happened 10 miles away from you. So you have to scout. See, that's where I quit scouting, or I quit guiding 27, 28 years ago because I scout every morning. And the scouting is just as important as the guide and the hunt is for the next day.
Yeah.
More so.
I mean, you have to, because if we don't have places to go, it doesn't do us any good. And so you're fixing to be at that transition stage where you're not going to be guiding hunts much anymore.
Yeah, I've usually had, probably 2 guys that work for me a year, and usually I'll wake up early in the morning, go help them set up, and then after that I'm on the road scouting all day. Kind of conversing with them, what they're seeing while they're out hunting. And, I'm driving, rubber to the pavement, seeing what's going on somewhere else.
I want you to look at yourself. See, you're a good-looking, young, thin man, right? If you could see me. Okay, well, I'm not a good-looking, young, thin man. I'm an old, fatter man, a lot fatter.
He's got that fixed, though. We're getting that taken care of.
I'm hoping to be thinned down, but I'm a fat fucker because – You said something that will change in the next 5 years. You get up early every morning and are going to help set up decoys. That shit's going to change before long. Let me tell you. You're like, you fuckers are getting paid to work. You can put them decoys out yourself. Plus, if I went out to this, my guides, they wouldn't even. You what?
Said, hell, I feel like that by the middle of the season.
Yeah, that's exactly right. First of all, my guides, if I went out and told Stoner, Blake, or Andy, or any of the guys and say, hey, this is the way I want you to put out your decoys, they wouldn't fucking listen to me for shit. So it don't do me no good anyways, but that will change as you age, that getting up extra early. I used to be there 30 minutes before sun came up, and I'd help move people out. Nowadays, I pull in about 10 minutes after shooting time. No sense wasting 40 minutes of sleep.